Okay, so I just got back from an errand and it is really hot outside. It is in summertime. It is July 16, 2025. So, after years of conflict of interest of trying to keep this secret, it is my holy right to defend myself and my children. The 15 to 20 primary suspects. I will be making an effort to contact King Salman and advise him to prepare for offenses for the 15 to 20 primary suspects of treason and terrorism of Saudi Arabia, with updated facts and simple details. It is just stressful at this time. It is an embarrassment as an ambassador of the Lakota Nation. My original FBI report to San Diego, I don't remember the FBI agent's name, but August of 2021, I went down there. As of April 23rd, 2023, I made a statement for Agent K. Newman, Portland, Oregon FBI agent, redeeming Saudi Arabia of the United States suspects and investigation of my father's stolen oil land money. After a collaboration of these 15 to 20 primary suspects, today, July 16th, 2025, I got a holy confirmation Wahoo Elisha BigBack was advised by a man not to manipulate information, documents, and knowledge with my biological father, Salvador Clayton One Star Jr., Scorpio personality and soul, IIM account. IIM account is a government agency or department, record keeping for probate, real estate, inheritance, and finances. It is a shame that my attempt to communicate has been blocked. I understand that Prince Haddam has been blocking my son's communication. Wahoo Elisha BigBack's treason and terrorism against Chief Orville Looking Horse and the three nations of Lakota, Nakota, Dakota. I want my son and my other children returned. I know of the heinous crimes with the sacrifices and death contracts, destroying my children's names, identities, and souls with United States government documentation and tribal documentation. It is distressful because over this last weekend, I had got a holy confirmation that Senator Tawna Sanchez was involved, and I got an apology. Everything that you guys have done is going to be your karma and offenses. It is an embarrassment, not only to my Lakota Nation, but Orville Looking Horse, our primary chief. Prince Haddam was warned by the sacred, the holy, and the divine, and Mott, to make his resolve his issues with I, Ambassador One Star, Princess Inc. One Star. I want my children's names, identities, and souls, and their astrology, personality, chart, and houses. Everybody will be evicted from their anatomy, biology, and psychology. You will no longer have ownership, possession, power, and control in the underworld over my children's names, identities, and souls. With Neptune, Aries, Saturn, Aries, it is grounding karma. In 2015, my biological father, Salvador Clayton One Star Jr., Scorpio personality and soul, with the divine order of the universe, planets and stars, was my biological father's resurrection. With Pluto, Capricorn, making a 6-8 pattern, to my biological father, Salvador Clayton One Star Sr., Scorpio personality and soul. Natal Pluto Leo. This compromises the United States' political relationship with Israel, as Israel's political astrology chart has Pluto Leo. And yes, we are now in the Golden Age and the Aquarian Age. And I made a cosmic event calendar document with the Lakota Treaty political astrology chart, modern day record keeping of cosmic events. I want my children's minds, bodies, souls returned to its original state that I gave birth to. As far as the baby daddy drama, they were all comprehensive and involved. James Ramon Lewis and FEG Life Insurance Company with death contracts involved with torturing Josiah. Joey Camacho had an affair with Justine Bautista and Raina, was involved in assaulting both baby Clayton and Josiah. Targeting my children's destiny. You don't do destiny swaps and you don't do rituals, curse, cast spells, or death magic after the North Node. Why? Because it affects the people, the collective, and the government because of the political astrology charts. The North Nodes are absolutely off limits. It's called treason and terrorism. As far as everybody that was involved that took a Bitcoin or crypto payment by my brother, Clayton One Star Jr, Taurus personality, Justine Bautista, biological daughter of Wahoo Elisha BigBack. You have now become guilty by association. Money laundering to Saudi Arabia, human trafficking, child trafficking, organ trafficking. Organ, when I say organs, the anatomy and biology. This may be acceptable in other UN nations, but it won't be tolerated. Not with me or my children. Due to the fact that most United States Native American governments and tribes don't have a subjective IRA. They compromise the Asian governments' Bitcoin and crypto of trade because most tribes agree to some form of trade. Trading me and my children's astrology personality chart houses of our chakras, psychology, anatomy, and biology. You tortured my children and me. You were all involved with $13 million of murdering my biological mother, Wendy Darlene Salas Thomas, One Star Thompson, of British Columbia, Canada. You raped my daughter, Liliana. Joey Camacho's partnerships and alliances with the death contracts were involved with raping my daughter, Liliana, and my niece's son, Hawk and Serena. You cannot stop my destiny. You may be angry, but you don't have that right. Now that I created a Lakota political treaty astrology chart, this affects Prince Haddam. Prince Haddam's north node is in Cancer and his south node is in Capricorn. I didn't research Prince Haddam's astrology chart information. I researched mine. And on Prince Haddam's birthday, November 14th, 1982, I was born in 1976. The synastry of the energies. The United States, I think it's the constitutional rights or the independence, has the North Node in Cancer and South Node in Capricorn. Prince Haddam's good karma comes from his partnerships and alliances of Saudi Arabia's relationship with India and Mexico. And since I have created a Lakota political astrology chart. His karma with my government by going after my children and I, Wahoo Elisha BigBack, has compromised this political relationship, as she is Northern Cheyenne of Montana, which has nothing to do with Rosebud or South Dakota. She embarrassed Orville Looking Horse, along with her daughter, Justine Bautista. They will be charged at the highest of government: treason and terrorism, third-degree rape, sexual misconduct, human child trafficking, evil rituals, curse, cast spells, voodoo hexes. They will no longer have access, power, control. They do not have my conscious mind permission to translate or manage my oracle and tarot readings. Violating my apartment space, I know that Prince Haddam paid my apartment complex manager's office, compromising the community. He turned off my electricity for 5 months in 2020-24. I know that Joey Camacho was warned not to sabotage my bank accounts. As recently, Joey Camacho has bought a black BMW. I'm coming for everything that you have denied my children and I. You will no longer have access. Since we are now in the Aquarian age and the Golden Age, the Lakota Nation will be catching up with the Gregorian calendar, Hindu calendar. You will no longer trade indigenous women and children with political astrology charts with their personality, subjective astrology charts of their mind, body, and soul. If they are not returned because of your evil satanic. I've also created a astrology personality chart for my biological father, Salvador Clayton One Star Jr, for his resurrection of 2015. My biological mother, Wendy Darlene Salas, or Wendy Darlene Thomas Salas, One Star Thompson. Her resurrection happened the same day I made the statement to the FBI to redeem and resolve Saudi Arabia of April 23, 2023. When Pluto entered Aquarius at 0 degrees, it made an exact conjunction with my mother's Venus or Mars in Aquarius. Yes, it is really hot. You will no longer have access to abuse Indigenous people of Canada or the United States. As far as intertribal conflicts, they are mandatory cooperation, as Washington, D.C. gave their principal order in 2021 for cooperation and resolution. Everybody that gained real estate property, auto, or some form of currency, hush money, or payment will be seized. Return my son and my other children